hope I don't die there.
Next question over here.
Firstly, when I hear canon at the NAB show, I think DSLR is going to show up in the zombie apocalypse. Could be interesting. Michael Cudlitz was here yesterday at another panel, and he was speaking a lot about, well, he was talking about Southland, his character in Southland, and the relatability in the letters
He is forbidden to talk about other shows. What is he doing?
Well, I don't know about that. But he was talking about the relatability of the characters, and that being why people love the show so much. And I wanted to ask Steven and Robert, just if you could talk about that a little bit, just how fans are responding based on how relatable these characters really are.
That's always an interesting thing that I love to observe is what people choose to, how they choose to view the show. There's different types of characters on our show. Not that every character isn't somehow accessible to someone and to say like, I can be like that person. I think that's available for every character, but I think there are some characters where it lends itself to being in awe of that person, as opposed to actually relating to that person. And so as a viewer, you can either choose, do I want to be in awe of these characters, or do I want to choose, or find someone that heavily relates to me? What's been fun about Glen is I feel like he fills that relatable portion, where he does have weaknesses, he does have strengths, and it's fun to see kind of like what an average guy would turn into, hopefully. In the best conditions. And then there's people like Daryl who are amazing, and you look at them and say like, that guy is awesome, I want to be that guy. But, and not to say that there's not relatability there, but I think there's a little bit more awe in his direction. And that's always interesting too, because it depends on who you talk to. I know a lot of people that will say, why aren't you more badass this season? And for me, I'm like, I'm actually just, we're playing it how this character would play it out. And sometimes, you know, I don't want to knock on that aspect of it, but that word badass gets thrown around a lot. And I think it's fun to see people watch the show as an entirety, to see why Carol exists, why Gabriel exists, why all these different characters exist, because they're all facets of every single person. And I think that's what ultimately makes the show really enjoyable to watch.
And badass.
Badass.
Over here, please.